You are highly self-aware. You can analyze your own flaws, identify your childhood triggers, and articulate exactly what you need to change. So why you always find yourself doing the exact same thing you swore you would never do again? You might understand the mechanics of credit and compound interest perfectly, yet continually make impulsive, scarcity-driven decisions. Or perhaps you've spent years identifying exactly why you deserve respect, only to find yourself actively choosing another partner who eventually pulls away. Traditional models of psychology tend to treat this as an informational deficit. The promise is, if you read the right book, adopt a healthier cognitive framework, or recite enough morning affirmations, your life will eventually align with your knowledge. Dr. Dorothy W. Parker, a researcher in reality formation, labels this approach a divine bypass. It is an attempt to override a broadcast without doing the actual work required to change the station. Her framework repositions the mind as a downstream interpreter rather than the source of our reality. Parker describes the mind as a butler. It opens the door to a package it didn't mail. When we repeatedly fall into old patterns, we are encountering an architectural problem. The system currently lacks the physical, structural capacity to host a new reality. Profound self-awareness fails to create change when we try to think our way out of a physical structure our bodies built to survive. We can trace how an invisible event hardens into a physical reality using the 4 gates model. This diagram tracks the life cycle of an experience from its arrival as raw potential down to its expression as physical action. Everything begins at gate 1, origin. Experience starts as neutral energy. Imagine a quiet Friday night with no plans. This is a unit of potential from the universe, asking a question: are you whole on your own? That energy moves to gate 2, resonance. This is a filter where the input hits your internal state and forces a pivot between trust or fear. This choice determines whether the experience moves toward expansion or contraction. Now we arrive at gate 3, translation. The mind takes the filtered signal and builds a story to match it. If the signal was filtered through fear, the mind translates that quiet Friday night into a thought, I am isolated and unlovable. That thought finally becomes physical at gate 4, embodiment. You grab your phone and start panic scrolling through social media. This behavior acts as the answer you broadcast back out into the field. This is a call and response system. The universe knows you are whole, so when your behavior at gate 4 broadcasts I am broken, the signals mismatch. The system hits reject. It creates a recurring loop, sending the exact same challenge back to gate 1 until your behavior aligns with the truth. If these feedback loops are painful, we have to look at why the human body stubbornly continues to choose them. This involves hosting capacity. The physical body serves as a material archive of what we have already stabilized. It records which realities have proven to be survivable in the past. Surviving years of financial scarcity or emotional withdrawal teaches the nervous system that isolation is structurally safe. When a sudden opportunity for wealth or intimacy appears, the body may process that expansion as a life-threatening attack on its established order. Chronic self-sabotage is actually a brilliant unconscious defense mechanism designed to preserve the familiar survival coherence the body has learned to trust. This requires us to stop analyzing our thoughts like cognitive therapists and start observing our boundaries like architectural diagnosticians. When you fall back into an old, destructive loop, stop asking, "What is wrong with me?" and ask, "What form of reality has my structure become incapable of hosting?" The only mechanism capable of breaking this feedback loop is exposure. Exposure is more than gathering data. It is the physical act of witnessing and embodying a new reality. We have to provide the nervous system with material evidence that expanding into abundance, visibility, or peace will not result in a collapse. Returning to that quiet Friday night, you could choose creative reflection and stillness instead of distraction. By closing the laptop and leaning into the silence, you change your broadcast at gate 4, proving to your system that you can inhabit a larger reality. This perspective defines healing as restored access and embodiment as stabilized access. We are learning to host realities that once felt impossible. Ultimately, sovereignty means your life is shaped by your actions rather than your intentions. You get exactly what you behave for.